Hi everyone, today I'm gonna talk about space projects and their impacts on the population. The modern stage of development of humanity is characterized not only by technological growth, but also by its negative consequences. New projects require significant investment and costs, which leads to a drop in the economy in general. One of the most expensive ideas is space exploration and travel. As a rule, many of them are not successful, and the cost of their implementation remain obtrusive. While the space projects are continually developing, most of the population suffers from poverty. Therefore, I believe that the space projects have a significant impact on the economy, which affects poverty. Reduce the cost of exploring outer space can correct this situation. Poverty reflects the social and economic level of each country. Instead of taking care of their residents, states invest large sums of money in space projects, which may fail. Approximately 385 million children all over the world live below the poverty line. It is the severe fact that indicates a problem for demographic and social development. Once Lucia, an 11-year-old girl, says, "What I would like in the future is to change the world, to do what I can to help people, to help the poor and give them what they need. Everybody will have a stable house, everybody will be well, and nobody will be in need." This phrase makes people think about the social aspects and the standard of living of children. Studying other planets with the help of expensive satellites and stations is not the primary task. Most children do not have the opportunity to learn, and they dream of a better life. Therefore, countries should create optimal plans that will help reduce the cost of research and consequently reduce poverty. Poverty grows with space projects and the development of technology. It is important to note that many projects were not successful, and their costs were enormous. There are many examples of such projects. One of the costly but failed projects is the launch of Columbia shuttle. In addition to 7 people, America lost $13 billion due to a lot of significant malfunctions. This event had many negative consequences, but it did not reduce the people's desire to explore the expanses of the cosmos. Moreover, Europe and India both spent their GDP's 0.03% on space projects in 2004. This money could help solve the problem of poverty and enable children to fulfill their dreams. Despite the shortcoming of space projects, they have advantages. Satellites and various stations monitor the state of the planet, help predict changes in weather conditions and the cataclysms. Without these developments, there will be no connection with the whole world, since satellites allow the transmission of news, broadcast various information via the internet. Future projects are aimed at improving the quality of life, and they become more specific, which reduce the risk of failure. Moreover, the researchers argue that the money which is spent by countries on space projects is a small amount comparing to their GDPs. An important aspect is that the rapid development of technology requires resources that are beginning to decline. Their limitations are another serious problem that can lead to the fact that the planet will become uninhabitable. Therefore, Some space projects are aimed at finding resources and other habitats, which is necessary. Moreover, every study is a risk, but it must go for further survival and development. Studies that have been successful have helped scientists create new plans and goals. Each result of projects is an experience that allows choosing the direction for their effectiveness and improvement. This topic is the basis for several issues that can arise from the public. The first question concerns my position on this issue. I believe that poverty prevents us from developing, and it is necessary to focus on it as much as on environmental problems in the first place. Undoubtedly, space project is an essential part of scientific activity, but this is not the most important thing, and reducing the cost of such studies can help solve the poverty issue. I would like every person who has an interest in this topic to answer a few questions, including the first one. Second, what is the importance of such space projects for Lucia? Third, is going into space more important than living an approved life on the Earth and make it a better place for every human being? Fourth, is it essential to find new resources in space by worsening the condition on the Earth, or the resources we already have should be distributed equally? This question reflects the subjective attitude to each. The problem of the poverty is topical and affects the life of most population. Space projects have an ambiguous impact on the development of humankind, but reduce the cost of their implementation will help focus on the more critical problem of humanity. Thus, it can be said that space projects affect the development of poverty. Poverty destroys the cultural and social stability gradually because people who have different talent cannot use them because of the lack of opportunities. Poverty affects children and the younger generation most of all, while new space projects are being designed that may not be successful. Based on this fact, it can be said that reducing the cost of space projects will lead to the reductions in poverty and an increase in the social standard of living of the population. Thank you.